All right, guys. As we start to get some viewers in the chat here, my name is Mike Redmond. I'm here with Purple Punch Productions, joined by my main man, Tim Goodwin. Tim, what's going on tonight?
Hey, what's going on? Looks like we're gonna have a heck of a match going on tonight. We've got CSC Division One matchup with Mike Scarborough and Christian Beard. Glad to see it.
Yeah, a couple Arizona guys. As we see Mikey clean up the cork there. A couple Arizona guys from out our way. Obviously, Mikey we're very familiar with. Christian's another one from the Tucson area. Very good player, very good shot. This is going to be an interesting battle. I'm very, very excited to see this.
Nice. Yeah, are you saying he's from Tucson? I didn't know that. I thought he was more Sierra Vista or somewhere else.
Yeah, you know what? You're 100% correct. I had him mixed up with MA because they play doubles together. Christian's a Yuma guy.
That's Yuma. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. MA is Tucson. Christians, I think they've got a location that a few of them play at with the Veronas, and so it's good stuff down there. They got some great players for sure.
Yeah, for sure. So Mikey getting us started with a 4 mark there. I'm going to pull the bracket up here just so we got a little bit more information as to kind of what we're looking at going forward post this match. But it looks like the winner of this match. Whew, we got a banger. We'll get the winner of the feature match for PPD tonight, Mr. JC Martinez and the Soldier Leonard Gates.
Yeah, that's news you do and don't want to hear all at the same time. I mean, if you're going to sit there and look forward and get deep into these brackets, you're going to walk into some monsters. It's every one of these guys are monsters. But to sit there and go, yeah, I'd like to have the loser or the winner of Gates and JC isn't going to be on the top of anybody's tongue. And go, yep, that's exactly what I'm looking for.
Yeah, you're not wrong, and you're not wrong about the about catching on with some of the names in this bracket. So as we sit here tonight, again, guys, this is CSC Division One. We have Christian Beard and Mike Scarborough, which is what you're watching right now. The feature match: Leonard Gates and JC Martinez. Danny Bagish playing Ram Guevara. That is another massive match. Garrett Rakowski playing Richard Sternbenz. I apologize if I messed that name up. Rick Hens playing Mike Maloney tonight, which is another banger of a matchup. Don Kirby playing Don Stewart, the Battle of the Dons there. And then Luke Pritzel, who has the highest average in Division 1 coming off of Week 1, is playing Tyler Hens. And then, of course, as we seen yesterday, Mike Carter was able to advance over Todd Wigman. So, yeah.
As you're talking all those great matches, we just saw a little BBDH action by Mike Scarborough right there. Gets the first 9 mark of the match.
I love it. Mikey came out firing last week, too. He had a couple games over a 6 in his first 3. It was pretty nice to see, man.
Definitely. And it looks like he gives a Maloney double right there and pops in the trip 20 for more points. Great stuff. Great start here. This is game 1, as the first round was, the cork, and it looks like Scarborough won the cork is why he started this leg. It'll be alternate start going forward.
Yeah, and again, guys,
one of the matches. Yeah, I was going to say one of the matches you brought up, you were talking about Danny Bagish and who's he playing against? Some jump out of Texas, I think, right? Junior. Yeah. One of my favorite people, actually. I love Ram, and so that's definitely one that I'm surprised isn't on the stream. But looking at the lineups, man, it'd be tough to pick a stream. Oh, it's too bad we can't stream every one, or at least PPD couldn't, because there's just match after match after match here. That one tonight at 6 p.m. should be fantastic with JC going up against the Soldier.
Yeah, I'm really, really excited to see that. JC's had a little bit of success in this tournament so far. Even dating back to last session, he had a nice little run in the top half. I think he can carry it over. I got a feeling he's going to be able to carry that over into tonight.
Yeah, and I agree. I think he's been doing pretty well. He's putting the time in like he normally does. He's got the game. But to be honest, I think Soldier's probably going to sit there and feel like he can't miss tonight, being that he just had a good weekend, CDC weekend up in Niagara Falls. So Mike Scarborough there gets the first legs, now up 1-0 against Christian Beard. But yeah, with Soldier playing all weekend in Niagara on steel tip, and he even took one of those events down, right? And then so with that chip on his shoulder, you got to think walking over to the soft tip side and go, yep, this is going to be easy. Of course it won't.
Yeah, you're 100% correct. And that CDC event is, I mean, that man, those guys are doing it right up there, and that was a blast to watch. Soldier was on fire, and he brought the heat, man. So we'll see what JC can do tonight. I'm pretty excited for that.
Definitely, as Christian Beard throws in a nice 7 mark to start, and Mike does not get the follow he was hoping for there. Gives Christian a chance to run away with it if he feels like doing so.
Oh yeah, he's gonna be disappointed with that 2 mark there. Will be Christian, I think, because he really had a chance to put this leg in a stranglehold.
Yeah, I mean, as Mike Scarborough would have put it, it would have been, free darts right there. And giving those away would not be too ecstatic about it, that's for sure.
Sure, and as we talked about last week, as we talk about every week, every time Mikey hits the stream, we talk about that extremely aggressive strategy he plays, and you see it there, going close when he's down, 60 points or whatever he was.
Right. Yeah, but you can see neither of these guys are really too stressed out yet, as this is long format, in race to 9. So they're going to give themselves hopefully a chance to settle in. This might be one of those legs where it just takes a second to get cooped. The adrenaline might be starting to slow down because the first leg's over with, and so we'll see a little bit of a drop. But I expect that to pick up as soon as one of these guys throw in that big 7 and 9 mark next.
Yeah, I agree. Bob Herrenberg joining us tonight. Bobby, what's going on, man? How you doing out there?
What's up, Bob?
Is Christian only able to close the 19 there? So I think one big shot here from Mikey, and man, oh man, we got a game. And there it is.
He puts the 7 mark on the 18.
Yeah, it's a great shot in that. I mean, I know he wanted 9 to get the point lead, but put a little pressure on Christian here. I think he's trying to get Christian to answer the bell here.
Yeah, he's going to like the position he's in with how aggressive he likes to play. But Christian goes up and takes the next number, piles in another triple, and takes a look at the close and just misses it. Great shot right there. That's the way you want to sit there and follow that kind of pressure. If you're putting in those darts and you go up and do work with your first 2, hope your third drops in and shuts him down. Mike's going to go ahead and run them 18s.
Yeah, he stabs at 17 and then hits at 18. He loves that close first strategy. He absolutely loves it. And you know what, man? I'm here for it because it makes matches entertaining.
I agree. I mean, it definitely keeps us on our toes, right? But it's also a feeling of if you're not going to miss, then it doesn't really matter what you're going to shoot at. So hey, Heather, welcome joining us for chat. I see that when we're looking at this aggressive gameplay, I mean, I expect Mike to go directly. If he likes the open bed, he's going to go for it immediately. And so, I think that's what happened on the last throw is he had a single 18, knows he had a full shot at that triple 17, smashes it, and then went back on the free points with the free dart.
Yeah, 100%. I agree. My man Sean Watt, just trying to catch up on the chat here. My man Sean Watt joining us in. He's a New York guy. Sean, what's up, buddy? Adam Darvin joining in. Heather Fuller saying, what? Appreciate you guys joining us and watching this Division 1 CSC match we got here.
Definitely, as Mike started off, I'm Tim Goodwin, and this is Mike Redman. We're going to be going to hang out with you guys for the next hour or so, or however long this match takes. We'll be pinning and keeping an eye on the start time, too, of the mainstream tonight, JC and against Leonard Gates.
For sure. And if anybody in the chat is catching on with a stream for some other matches, any other matches that are going on in Division 1, if you can drop some score updates in the chat, man, that'd be terrific, just to keep us on our toes and allow us a chance to keep the bracket as updated as possible.
Mike punishes, go ahead and with the 4.7 against 3.75, wins the second leg, is now up 2-0. He will get the start, being its alternate start. And yeah, I mean, he's hoping to sit there and punish and continue his run. He gets the first break of the match.
What's up, Susie? Susie joined in. She said chopped liver over here. No, nobody's chopped liver. Nobody's chopped liver. We appreciate you jumping in. Absolutely, Bob. Absolutely, man. We have a good time. Tim and I have a good time. Tim and I sit around and talk all the time about how easy it is to commentate, because if we were at the bar sitting behind him, we would be just doing the same thing. The only difference is now we're in our homes, and we got some headphones in, and we get to watch it on the computer.
Yeah, you're exactly right. I mean, even though we get to watch it on a little smaller screen here and there, but you know, that's okay. I got a big screen at my house, so we're here. And like he said, you know, it's easy for us, or at least it seems like it, because you know we love the game, we love darts, we love strategies, and we definitely love to see how these guys are taking the game to the next level. And right here tonight, this match is top tier level across the nation in CSC Division 1. So we expect to see a lot of fireworks, and neither of these two backing down the entire time.
Hey guys, give us some predictions. Let me know who do you think's going to win. Who do you got in this one? And let us know who you got in the feature stream. I mean, I know we got a lot of Arizona guys in here. So we got probably a lot of people rooting for JC, but let us know. Let us know. Give us a score prediction and see what we got.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and give my prediction at the start of this match right here with Mike Scarborough. I'm going to say that Mike goes up 2-0 going into game 3.
That's a great prediction, Tim, and I would agree. I would agree.
Yeah, well, I can take it the easy way. To be honest, I think it's going to stay that route for this match. I think that, I think Scarborough's sitting there. He's able to sit there and control these legs, even though that Christian's able to put a couple rounds in. It's just not enough to really scare him yet. And so he's going to have to start dialing in those 7 and 9 marks to force Scarborough to start getting worried and put more pressure shots on him.
Yeah, I agree, and I think if you get numbers ahead of Scarborough, not just points, but numbers, that's when Mikey starts to really hone in and stay on one number, and it kind of gets him out of that close first strategy.
Yeah, definitely. Hey, Adam Darvin, thanks for joining the chat. Nice. Appreciate the kind words there, bud. Adam's also on my elite team on Thursday nights. A lot of fun to play with, and he's trying to carry me all the way through that session. So look forward to playing again this Thursday night.
Absolutely. One of my favorite people, Mr. Adam Darvin.
You know, and this is what we're talking about, right? Is Christian's, he hasn't really been throwing them big numbers, but it looks like, again, Scarborough's game's coming down just a hair to be at that level. And if he wants to sit there, this would be the opportunity to take advantage of this leg right at the end.
Yeah, and just the way Mikey plays, I don't know that it would have surprised you or I at all if Mikey would have hit the 2 triple 15s and close 16 on that. I don't think we'd have been surprised at all.
I wouldn't have been surprised if he hit a trip 15 and then went directly to the trip 16 on the second dart. But this one does look like it's going to go ahead and go Christian's way. And unless Mike decides he wants to throw up at least 5 bulls, which would be the smartest option.
There's 2 of them. There's 3 of them. Yeah, we got 4 there, but that's a good call because I think he one-holed that. I think he one-holed that third one.
Yeah, it looked really good there. I mean, it's not going to put enough pressure on to win, but to keep Christian from winning, which we saw first start right there. So now it goes up. Mike Scarborough up 2-1 against Christian Beard here. Race to 9.
Yeah, buddy. And while we got a break, while we're waiting for the first darts to be thrown, obviously we always want to give a shout out to Purple Punch Productions, Mikey Scarborough, and Kelly Weiss for allowing us this platform to bring you guys the best of the best. Definitely.
Kicks, hey, what's going on, buddy? welcome to the chat. Good to see you around. As Mike Scarborough goes up and throws a 7 mark to start, that's an aggressive 7 because now Christian has the opportunity to take advantage of the 18s and get a big score lead here if he drills all 3 in there.
Yeah, I agree. It seems a little bit different for Mike. I always thought he was more of a put 80 points on the board in that first round type of person, 7 mark. I don't think I've ever seen him go with that 19.
Again, I think it's because he doesn't really feel pressured yet, and that's my opinion. He may feel it every dart, but I don't think he's feeling any pressure. The darts look like they're falling out of his hand nicely. He's got control, and so I think he's just gonna sit there and take the easy darts, as he would say, right? He would just sit there, open bed, take a look, open bed, take a look.
Yeah, I agree. He calls them free darts, and they are free for a reason.
Yeah, and you got to think this is one he's going to sit there and attack right away, go right at the 17 and continue moving. And so, it's now he'll move up. But yeah, I like that move because as soon as you shut that down and you get a third, stays aggressive, does shut it down with the third dart, great darts. But if he sits there and does hit that first one, he could lock down 4 numbers ahead.
Yeah, I agree for sure. As we got 5.67 battling 4.67 now, is Christian only able to put in a 3 mark there, but this is good. This is a good match, good Division 1 match here. Ooh, was he opts for the bull on that third dart there? A little surprised by that. I really thought he was going to go back at that 15 to kill the bed, but he opts for the bull.
And I think that's given the opening to Christian here. It's pushing the envelope, trying to make him under pressure and see how he responds. And he's really just not he's hitting 4s. It's not enough to sit there and fight back yet. He's got to start putting in the 6 or better to continue to try and put Scarborough under pressure. And you see Scarborough's like, you know what? Fine. I've got a free round, 20s against 15s. This is easy money. I'm going to throw a 6-pack in there.
Yeah, it's definitely a great shot. Definitely a smart shot. Definitely not a Mike Scarborough shot.
Right. So, a 5 mark doesn't even come close. As you can tell, fighting 20s against 15s, it's just going to be a brutal battle. So Scarborough shuts that down and goes directly for the bull, finishes it off in 2 darts. Great average. That's where he expects to be. That's where he hopes to be on these legs, around a 5.65. Great shot, Mike. Now up 3-1 against Christian Beard.
Yeah, this has been a good match so far. I'd like to see Christian's standard come up just a little bit. Mikey's playing really well. I mean, he's doing everything he should be doing. He's throwing at open beds, as you talked about. Christian only able to hit a 2 mark there, so opportunity knocks for Mikey again. Chance to really take this leg over.
I really wish I knew some more of the history of these two, because you've got to think that they've played plenty of matches between them. Hey, John, it's good to see you, buddy. But you think they played plenty of matches against each other. I'm wondering if there's any head games here that, some scars or bonus benefits or whatever in the past that they've played against each other where it could be affecting how at ease Scarborough seems compared to Christian. I mean, we don't really get the full view of Christian, but he does seem like he's just a little uncomfortable by the way the darts are falling in.
Yeah, it is, and it's funny that we talk about that too, because I do think as Mikey puts in a big 7 mark there to take the point lead and lock down a bed, they have to have played each other at some point in time, right? I mean, Arizona Open, all the bull shooter events we've had out here, they have to have played somewhere,
steel tip events, definitely. Yeah, I mean, Christian's up here quite a bit quite often for these big events, so you expect that they've had run into each other in the past. But I mean, right now the way Scarborough's throwing is, you can just tell he's comfortable. Everything's just kind of falling in place for him. The darts are lining up. He's not missing by much if he is missing, and he's just going at it and hitting everything he wants to hit right now. Which, if you're uncomfortable as it looks like Christian is, it's you've got to get that. You've got to get those big numbers, and you've got to start.
Yeah, 100%. I mean, and as we run through the as we run through the format for you guys, we are race to 9 all cricket. It is alternating start unless the player advantage rule comes into play. And we'll let you know if that kicks in because I'm not 100% sure if I think we're at 3 games, right? Is that right, Timmy? I think we decided that last week, so it's 3 or more.
No, it's actually 2 or more. So if it's the 3rd game, then yeah. But what happens if it's 3 or more to start it? So right now, the score line is 3-1 to Mike Scarborough, right? So if he wins this leg, he'll be up 4-1. Even though Scarborough's supposed to start the next leg based on the alternate start, he would automatically give Christian Beard the start because he was up more than 3 legs. Although that does change when he sits there, if, say, Christian wins that and it goes 4-2, then it goes back to the alternate start format and Christian would start again.
Okay, gotcha. Okay. Yeah, all good knowledge, all good knowledge. As Mikey drills a big triple there. See what he elects to do. He's going at them 16, single, probably looking back up. Another 18 there, scoring 72 points. A modest 33-point lead. An opportunity for Christian to hit a big shot and take the game over.
Yeah, this is it right here. This is what we're looking for. He needs to be hitting those 6 and 7, or those 7s and 9s, and there's one right there. I mean, I could sit there and potentially give him the lead, depending on if Mike throws in he's looking to throw at least a 7, but he's not going to do it. He's not even going to get the point lead. Close to 15s. This is Christian's opening here, and as you can tell, he's starting to fire him a little better and put him under pressure. Travis Wall mentions, I wish Christian would have gotten into the Premier League. You know what? To tell the truth, I've seen Christian play in the past, so I never, I wouldn't have made that assumption. But based on his stats and his numbers, he's definitely well within the rights to fit into the invites, and so looking forward to the future of that Premier League. You never know, that guy could be on there and definitely be a force to reckon with. I mean, if he's sitting there giving a match to Mike Scarborough right now, there's no reason he shouldn't be a part of a Premier League.
Yeah, I agree. It would be difficult because we have so many great players in Arizona, right? So it's difficult to say this person should be in, this person shouldn't be in, such on and such forth. But Christian is definitely one of them guys that makes a case, presents a case, and stands behind his case for probably should be there.
Yeah, and you're right. We have a lot of hidden talent as well, players that aren't out as often or aren't playing or traveling, and so that Premier League is pretty awesome because we're starting to showcase how top tier the Arizona players can be. And it's been proven based off just the first 3 events we've had that, hey, look at these stats, look at these guys battle it out. And when you got the caliber of Adam Savada and Mike Scarborough, Mike Carter, I mean, the list is just, it's a brutal beating of a competition every time they go at it, which is why we love it. And so, in my opinion, it's going to only grow the players, and iron sharpens iron. So I look forward to seeing what levels we reach with that Premier League. Christian wins that that 5th leg there, or 4th leg. It's now 3-2, right? Correct. Yeah, it's now 3-2 Scarborough to Christian. I wonder what happened on that scoreboard we had at one time.
I know. There's your Bang Bang Daddy's home.
BBDH, bang bang, Daddy's home. Great call. Okay, says he won't drive from Yuma unless they would play on the weekend. I'm pretty sure that those every event's happening on a Saturday there, Kicks, so far. And I agree, hard to make the drive during the week. We're not talking about just the Thursday night Premier League. We're talking about the top 8 players that have played the 3V events so far. Those players include, Carter. You've got Jamie Hayden, Andrew Trainer, and it's a great list to be a part of. So you never know, he might be enticed in the future if they're going to continue to host it on Saturdays. Christian throws a 7 mark on that 16.
Yeah, and one comment I want to point out, Miss Kelly Weiss said, "Hey guys, thanks for commenting today. You guys rock." Kelly, we appreciate you very much. We really do. You have done some great things for us and given us a platform that we appreciate more than you could ever understand.
Anyways, I tell you what, when she enters a room, it just makes the whole place light up. Her smile is definitely infectious. Let's see, Scarborough's taking kind of the fall down. He looked like he was going to the 16 miss. This is what kind of trouble you can get into when you're staying aggressive. He's down 124 points. You expect them to go ahead and get that points back, but truth is, I expect them to go to the 16s here pretty quick.
Yeah, same. I definitely expect a 16 look, if not this round, on the next one. Oof, back-to-back 2 marks there.
Well, I'm surprised. He had the opportunity to sit there and look at the 19s, and I don't think he liked the way that first one lied. So I'm surprised he stayed up there. Christian shuts it down.
For sure, Christian before that round was averaging 7.0, which is a massive number. I think it's a great number to have.
That's what we're talking about. We were talking about that 2 legs ago. If he's going to start breaking and getting into this conversation of winning these legs, that's what he's going to have to do. And he did it last leg, and that's brought him within range of 3-2. Because if you imagine going on 4-1 right away and then trying to fight your way back into those, those spots, then it can get tough pretty quick.
As Mikey shuts that down, there's that look at the 16 we were just talking about. And scoring 57, which is huge. But Kristen's got a big shot here to close the entire board down.
Yeah, and he looks like he stayed on the 15s. He may have taken a look at the 17 with missing into the 222 there. I doubt it. He probably stayed all 17s or 15s and try and create some space before Scarborough comes up. I expect him to pile in some 19s too. He's got to hit at least 4. He's going to be under trouble if he tries to close. He needs to get the points.
Ooh, only able to hit 2 there. So Christian with a nice easy 5 mark will close the board down and at least give him the advantage going to the bullseye.
All right, and this is what we're talking about now. Mike's giving him free darts, so he can't feel too good about it. Although Christian really doesn't take that big advantage of it.
Only 3 there for Christian, so advantage back to Mike. I think if he puts in 4 19s here, I think he might look, but just outside on their first start.
And you can see the tension now, right? The first few legs that Mike was playing, he was at ease. Everything was falling in line. And then as soon as he started getting pressured with these 6-5, 7-0s and the constant barrage here of points, you can see his arm tensing up a little bit on that 19. So he needs to zone these triples in if he's going to try and get back in this leg.
Yeah, I agree. And he's really 3.86 is well below Mikey's standards, but he's still got an opportunity here. Big triple. And he's got the game right in his hands. So does close the 15 there.
I like the move. I like the close right there. I'm surprised he went at a 17. I mean, yeah, I get it. He could have hit a triple, but I would have probably taken that last start at the bullseye because I would have been guaranteed 4 bulls if I hit a single ball. And then if he sat there and was under pressure and missed the 17th, then I'd hit double bull, triple 17 game over. But if you smash that double bull, you're guaranteed to walk up only hitting 3. Now he's 5 bulls behind.
Yeah, he needs a monster. Only going to get got 2 on the board. It's 4. So to your point there, if he goes bull on the last round, he wins the game right there.
That's right. Yeah. And so, it's all going to be under position and timing and how you feel. He was already on that line, so it makes sense. As Christian finishes this off and ties up the match, it's now 3-3. And the Christian's going to start. So we've already got a few different breaks in this match already. So you can see some tension happening, and this is kind of what we were hoping for, right? These blows back and forth. So great to see. Let's keep this going.
For sure. I do think this format is loser start though. I think it
is alternate start. So it is alternate start, and then it goes to it goes into the player advantage rule. If a player gets so far ahead, then it goes into the player advantage rule. which
Okay,
the player
gotcha.
advantage really is what we talked about, the 3 or more legs. But yeah, and Scarborough goes up and shakes off that last leg and hits a 7 mark right off the bat. So big play there.
Christian able to answer with a 5. So again, advantage Mikey here, going first, closing that 19, probably looking up at the 20, hitting a single.
Yeah, closes. Like, gets a good points. Got enough lead. Closes to 19, like you said. It's great to see all the Christian fans in the chat. I'd love to see some back and forth and hear what you guys' predictions are and what you guys think these two are going to produce here tonight. It is a great time to actually make that call, being 3-3.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you couldn't have worded it any better. Now's a great time to put a prediction in, as we do have a tied up match. Although Mikey looks like he's going to put a little pressure on Christian here and try and force some errors and jump out and grab another leg. So
Yeah,
see what
and
Christian
here's
thinks here.
he's starting to get more and more comfortable as you see that they're starting to line up for him. That round, not so much. He might have flighted out as we can't really see the board, but they looked like they were right in line based on the numbers that were hit. Scarborough struggling to hit that 16. Does try to go for the field goal and just misses outside. Gets the single 16. That's going to leave that free opening for Christian right now.
Yeah, and Christian punished him last leg on the 16s as well. Mikey had some trouble with the 16s last leg as well. So see how he reacts to that now that he's down in points. Only 18-point lead, so modest. It's just a single to get him to the double. I'm assuming Mikey will shoot the double.
Right, he's probably gonna go 15 first and then go double. Well, he must not feel too comfortable because I'm surprised he didn't shoot the 15 there, but does close down the 16 with the second two. Barely has the point lead, so Christian could sit there and put some pressure on right here.
What do you like right here? I like Whitehorse. Trip 15, trip
Honestly,
17.
I would if I hit the trip 15, I'm going to take a look at that 20 in a heartbeat because there's no, to try and fight those 15s against 20 and 20s is just brutal. And so, you've got to hit, you got to think that battle, right? I've got to hit 4 15s to 1 triple every time. And that can get, you can fall behind very quickly. Wow. This isn't what we expected to see right here.
Yeah, I was just getting ready to say 2 legs in a row. Mikey struggled on the corners. A couple legs in a row. He's had some trouble with the 15, trouble with the 16. So we'll see. I'd like the 20 here. Pop that 20 and then take a look at the 15.
Yeah, I wonder if it's because he has that free 17s and 15s. He does shut down that number. I think with Christian's last start right there, he had single 15, trip 15. I probably would have taken an attempt again at that trip 20. I know he wanted another 45 points at it, but it just kind of sucks when you get put in that position where, yep, it's 1 triple and I shut you down, and now you're all at bulls. Great shot there. 4 bullseyes to keep himself in this.
Yeah, that's a great shot by Christian. Really putting some pressure on Mikey as he plows in.
He stacks it in. Jeez. Yeah, and so that pretty much erases those 4 bulls right there. He's gonna have to throw another 4-pack plus just to sit there and give himself the opportunity. And I don't even mind if you sit there and unfortunately he missed the first start, but I don't even mind the opportunity hitting double bull and then shutting down 2 numbers. I'm all about putting pressure on those bullseyes because I've seen more people miss than hit when it comes down to only needing 3 compared to a big pressure shot that just gets landed.
Yeah, and it surprises me that Mikey went with bull with the last start to leave Christian a game shot here. I really
that's crazy. So I don't know if if he realized it or if he's just he's just throwing the darts as he knows how, and if he gets the look, he gets the look. But he's asking a lot of Christian, and Christian's coming up just shy of what he needs to do there on that leg.
Yeah, I agree. And so Mikey jumps out 4-3 here. Just jumped up 1 leg. I don't know how much. I mean, Christian is a super talented player, and I don't know how much you want to quote unquote play with fire with him by leaving him that type of shot. I mean, double bull, triple is hard for anybody, no matter what. But
Well,
I mean, at some point in time, you're in CSC Division One for a reason, right?
right. You already know that he's got the power that he can sit there and do it. He's already sat there and you comfortably won 3 legs, but then you're back tied 3-3. You got to start thinking, hey, man, maybe I need to start putting more pressure on and stop leaving these opportunities. Because right now it's 4-3. Christian goes up and throws that 7 mark. I mean, these guys, their games have been gritty on a couple of them, as we noticed. There was high 3s and low 4s. So their games, when they go into that, they're getting scratchy. And so as soon as he sits there and starts putting a string of rounds, putting 3-4 rounds, I expect Christian to just go off, and then Scarborough's going to be sitting there searching for his throw.
Yes, it's Travis jumps in the chat here and says Mike Scarborough 9-5.
Yeah,
All right, that's a good.
I don't mind that call, but I think it's a little bit of a reach, and I think that's because I believe Christian's going to get in stride here, and he's going to make it tough every round, if not, and so with Scarborough starting in these slack rounds, he's only getting a 1 or 2, marks on these starts without, and it's really just not getting him anywhere. If you notice, like last leg, the reason he was able to run out there was he went 7 mark, 6 mark. But then Christian was still sitting there within the leg on the bottom end. But being that Christian's this far ahead on this leg, you got to hope that Scarborough's going to sit there and bring it in from the 17s down. And as aggressive as he is, I don't see him coming back on the points there very quickly.
Yeah, I mean, realistically, what he's looking for right here is Christian's got to have 6 bad darts, and Mikey's got to have 6 almost perfect darts. He can have a miss in there, but I mean that's where he's at right now as this leg progresses.
Yeah, and you don't want to bet against these guys having bad darts. That's just a mistake, And so Scarborough does get a great shot there. He hits the trip 17, closes the 20 down in a single 17. So he is on the board and gets rid of the goose egg. I like that play. I expect Christian to shut that 17 down. Does immediately. Oh man, look at this. Just misses that triple 16. But again, this is what we were talking about a couple of games ago. Hey, if he gets your stride and it strings these 3 rounds together, you can see this. I mean, Scarborough's way behind in this leg.
Yeah, he closes that 19 as well. Pops that double, down 101 points. Christian only needs 2 16s to move to the bowl. He gets one of them. There's a second.
Yeah, to be honest, I think he's got to stay aggressive and make sure that he stays on that because, a miss there on that 16 could have changed its game around. And so I like the fact that he just stayed fat and went right at the bull. Just continue that, and he's going to win this leg.
Yeah, Mikey able to put 2 bulls in there. Christian averaging 5.0. Just 1 bullseye to shut this down.
Yeah, I expect him to do that. And Scarborough will get the next leg. So we are tied 4-4 with a 4.76 average. Christian Beard takes that leg. And I expect the way Scarborough's been starting these certain legs, he's probably going to hit 6 to 9 to start on the 20s. Let's see. Kelly Wise mentions, can't wait for Scarborough's darts to come out. Hopefully in time for the Monster Bash in Arizona, November 1st. Yeah, that'd be fantastic. And on that note, my darts came out 2 weeks ago. So if you're looking for a set of monster barrels by Dart Militia that I created and they have my name on them, special, I have sets for sale. So go ahead and reach out to me. Let me know, or look on the monster.net website and you can find them there for purchase. Also keep an eye out on the best jerseys in town, and you can pick them up there or go directly through any one of us 3 out here in Arizona if you're local, which is Kelly, Mike Scarborough, or myself. So thanks for that plug, Kelly. Great call.
Definitely, and I'll finish it off with hope to see everybody out here for Monster Bash November 1st, 1st through the 3rd. I'll be over at Bull Shooters. Hope we get a really great turnout for that. Should be a tremendous event. Those guys always put on such great events everywhere they go. So definitely looking forward to that one.
I'm really excited. I've been to a few of these, and they are a lot of fun. Everybody walks out of there having a great time, having a blast. The players are fun to be around. It's an event I really enjoyed. It actually, I went to the one in South Dakota. I went to the one in San Jose, and the camaraderie, the way the events ran, the people that showed up. It was so much fun. So it was one of the big things that made me even want to consider continuing to. Not continue, but the support for Monster is amazing. What they do and how they treat the family of the players. I love Monster and what they represent.
Yeah, for sure. I agree. Right as Christian plows in a 7 mark there to go 81 points up here. Mikey's got 2 beds, but he does need some points. So we'll see. He's had a lot of first start single 5s there. It seems to be drifting just a little bit left on that first start, but he does come back and stack in 120. So great recovery there. As we got the man, the myth, the legend, Mr. JC Martinez in the chat. JC, my brother. Good luck tonight, my man.
Welcome, bud.
Yeah, you got a good one, man. I'm looking forward to watching that as soon as I hop off here. Good luck tonight, and hope you bring it home. You're gonna wait? Arizona.
Oh, I figured I was just gonna jump off commentary and go watch that match. No, I'm kidding. Sorry, Scarborough. This is no, I'm just kidding. No, this is fantastic. I'd see DeRozan a 6 mark on this one.
Yeah, it's a great shot there. As we said earlier, the winner of this match will get the winner of that featured match on the PPD stream tonight between JC Martinez and Leonard Gates. So a good prize to have, I guess, with a win.
Yeah. I mean, you jump in these to play those guys. So yeah, I mean, they can sit there and say, yeah, this is a tough draw. Every draw is tough. So every way you go through, every lineup you see, you're not going to have an easy path anywhere. So you might as well just jump in, take out the big dogs, and be the big one yourself. So I love it. I think it's a great program, what they put together. And if you're looking to watch the professionals, you can sit there as far as commentary goes, join in the USA Darts and Partners Promoting Darts stream. So since we are jumping on their stuff, we definitely want to sit there and put that promotion out for them, as they do put on a great program.
For sure. And as we talked about earlier, what a top half of the bracket. So you got Mike Scarborough playing Christian Beard here right now, Leonard Gates and JC Martinez that we talked about, and then Danny Baggish playing Ram Guevara, followed by Garrett Rakowski playing Richard Sturbins. I mean, what an 8 players. Like, every one of those players could win this entire thing.
Yeah, it's incredible. So we've got Scarborough walking in, finishes this leg off bull, double bull, 4.96, 4.71. These guys are starting to scrap. I like Andy Bates' comment there. He's still waiting for Mike Scarborough's darts to start tonight. Well, yeah, I mean, he's been on and off when it comes to it, but his average overall is sitting right around where he expects to be throughout the 9 matches we played, right? Or what are we at? 5-4 right now?
I think 5-4. Yep.
Yeah, 5-4 Mike Scarborough, and his averages. There's been a few in the 5s, there's been a few in the 4s. And he's definitely higher in average than Christian, I believe, if right now. But Christian's starting to light it up and come back and put them battles in. So I expect this thing to start going back and forth as these two are at this point got to be warmed up, right?
Yeah, I mean we're in leg 10. I expect by now these guys are ready to go. They're roaring and they're bringing and producing some of their best stuff.
Yeah, I mean, as you can see there, Scarborough starts with an aggressive 7 mark, shutting down the 20. So, I love that move because, as you can tell, Christian didn't get the shot he wanted after because of how much pressure that shot is. Knowing that, hey, man, I had 420 or 420s and I had a 19. All of a sudden, I'm down. Wait a minute. And so he has to find that number and get put under pressure. So we can see he takes advantage of the 18s, shuts them down, and then gets a point on the 19s, stays aggressive.
For sure. As Kristen puts in a nice strip 17 there. Only able to come away with 4. He's probably going to be disappointed with that after obviously hitting the triple on the first start.
Right. Yeah. I mean, he's got to be unhappy with that because he knows he has to start putting these 6s to 9s in. He's not going to be able to keep up with Scarborough playing this strategy by hitting 4 marks. Bang, bang. Daddy's home. Great shot,
What a
Mike
shot.
Scarborough. That was in a 9
Yeah,
mark.
what a shot. That's a tremendous shot.
Yeah, I mean, that's that right there. He saw free darts, took full advantage, and you could tell every one of those released nicely right into the spot. Christian throws in a 5 mark to try and bring himself back into it a little bit. He's not too happy with that round. This does give Christian the opportunity to sit there, get the 15s. He does get point lead, decides to stay there and just misses into the triple two. Now, Scarborough didn't get punished for that, and that right there he should have. I mean, by missing that round, Christian should have been chopping him up right there, but unfortunately doesn't do so and leads Scarborough into a break chance.
And he puts in a nice 6 mark there to really put the clamps down on this leg. And the break of throw is going to be real right now. So we'll see if Mikey can finish this one off, close this one out, and take a 6-4 advantage.
Yeah, it's a nice hat trick. I mean, unfortunately for Christian, this leg kind of fell into the gears of the first 1 and 2 legs, right? And he hadn't thrown the quality through in the last 2 or 3 legs, and so hopefully we get to see him pick it up as Scarborough goes up now 6-4 in this match.
Yeah, it's a great shot from Mike there. Taking a 6-4 lead in this race to 9.
Yeah, we still got plenty of time, plenty of play. So there's still, they've got as it is race to 9, there's still plenty of time to go. Let's see. Right now it is 6-4. 6 Mike Scarborough to Christian's 4. Adam Savada joining the chat. Congrats. A great play again on the CDC weekend over Niagara. Hope you enjoyed the weather up there and actually got to see any sights because I know it's a beautiful area. But also, way to tear that board up. Congrats, bud.
Yeah,
Looks like we're taking a break.
Man, again, Adam, man, what tremendous play, man. That was absolutely fantastic. Fantastic darts every time you were on the stream. You were delivering the goods, my man. Adam said scoreline. We are 6-4 Mike Scarborough. Again, guys, the 7, I know the board says 7-4. The 7 does include the cork. The cork does not count in the final stat line. So always take one off of whoever wins the cork. Mike won the cork, so we are 6-4 Scarborough.
That's right. And talking about the CDC, there was some battles going on this weekend, and those storylines are starting to come out in this year's lineup, and it has been so much fun to watch. Just again does the same throw as he did the last one to put a lot of pressure on. He goes up in 7 marks right behind a slow start by Christian.
Yeah, and to be honest, like we seen multiple games in a row where Mikey started out really slow in round 1, only hit a 2 mark, comes out in round 2, only hits a 2 mark. And those are the games that Christian really was able to jump on Mikey and really get after it. But Mikey's delivering when delivering 5s and 7s and 6s and all kinds of crazy stuff. He's really putting a lot of pressure on Christian early in games now.
Yeah, and if you notice again, Christian threw in those 5, 7 mark starts when he did that. When Christian started with the 4 mark last leg and then a 3 mark this leg, it's really given Scarborough the opportunity to just sit there and start hammering down. And we can see that based on the averages, right? 6.5 against 4.0. And you expect Scarborough to sit there and just continue to run. And he does not like that first dart. It blocks him on the triple, goes for the double, misses up high, and closes it out. Now, you use all 3 darts. You got to think, I did my job, but man, that's frustrating when you want to sit there and run with that opening he just had.
Yeah, because I mean, realistically, even though he didn't hit it, he left Christian an opportunity. A trip 6, trip 9, even really a triple 6, single 6 with a trip 19 in there really puts a lot of pressure on Mike.
Yeah, and you think, I'm surprised he would have gone the same, using Mike's strategy there would have played out really well for him. And again, this is an opportunity right here for Christian, but he's not really performing at the top tier that we know he can. So he needs to start putting in them big 7s and 9s. Right now, I'd be shutting that 19 down. He does put in a nice 7 mark on the 16, gets the point lead there, puts some pressure on, and that's what we're hoping to see. At least keep that pressure on him.
I think he probably, if it was an open, if there was no slashes on the 16 from Scarborough, I think he probably would have went 19. I think because Scarborough only needed the 1, that's probably why he was hoping Scarborough would, like a single 3, single 19, close, and he still had point lead type thing.
Yeah, I like how you called that because he only needed the 1. When you get an X on the number, it tends to be like, you already start thinking that number's gone, and so you want to try and take advantage of it while you still have it. But at this level, every number's gone. It doesn't matter if you got an X or not. It's these guys can hit triples like candy.
For sure, as Mikey throws a high dart on that triple 15 and then steps right and gives a little shoot son of a gun. Although I think I'm paraphrasing it, I don't think those were the words he used.
No, he used much nicer words than that.
And then he drills a triple 15 double bull. But Christian coming back with a nice 4 bull.
Yeah, he seems to be hitting those bulls quite nicely when he gets down to it. And then Scarborough takes this leg with a 5.05 against 4-0. Now we're starting to see that breakout, right? It's now 7-4, Mike Scarborough over Christian. He's got 2 more legs to go. I mean, Travis Wells may have called a great scoreline here, but I think this leg's going to prove that Christian isn't out of this yet. He's going to be wanting to run this one. And there it is. Bang, bang. Daddy's home. Christian Beard throws in that 180 on the 20s.
Yeah, it's a great open from Christian.
Yeah, this is what he needed. This is exactly what he needed, right? He's sitting there now putting that pressure, that max pressure right off the bat. I expect Scarborough, he's probably going to sit there and play the same way and try and open up with that same 7-9 mark that he's been doing the last couple legs, whereas 19, he's going to look at the 20 pretty quick and you don't expect him to look away. He does 7 marks, so... Impressive. I mean, I like that move. I like the fact that he wasn't willing to get off. He must have liked the line on the 19, that trip 19, left it wide open in the bed. Christian's going to play a little aggressive here, closing 3 singles at the 19. I probably would have liked him to stay on the 20 personally and being down 7-4 and having that big number. Because it's going to go away now.
I was going to say, you already know if Mikey hits at 18, he's looking at that 20, and there it goes. Yeah, I agree. And now the pressure's right back on you, and you're battling a smaller number against a bigger number. So I love the trip 17, trip 18 here. Get rid of that 18. There you go. That's a great shot there.
And there it is. Bang, bang. Daddy's home. A little BBDH action for Christian Beard. That's 2 in this leg, and he's going to have to do that to keep Mike Scarborough at bay here, because Scarborough's throwing a 7 mark. He's not playing any games. He's wanting to sit there and just put in those powerhouse shots and show Christian, hey, I'm glad you're throwing those darts, but I'm right out your neck. You better continue.
Yeah, as he plows in a 5 mark there to just keep the game within reach. Christian Beard averaging 7.0 in this game. And Mike Scarborough 6.33. So we got a good one.
Yeah, he's Christian's. This is what we're hoping to see from Christian. He's starting to sling him. He gets a great start on that 9 mark. He sits there and gets an aggressive close, but then was able to sit there and hit another 9 to continue running. And he's looking good on this leg for sure. I mean, they're looking at the averages. This is what we want to see. This is where these guys are expecting to be. They're expecting to be between the 5.5s and 7.5s on these legs. And so Christian right here has got full control of this leg, closing the 15 is going to go right at the bulls, and the way he's been hitting them, this one's over.
Pops at 17 there, scoring 51 more to add a little bit of pressure there. I don't mind that dart. I mean, I do think he's fully capable of popping that double ball and winning the game, but I don't agree. I don't disagree.
That's a comfort spot right there. You may not have liked where that bull lied on, and so you might as well just take the extra point, knowing that you're going to sit there and put more and more pressure on and give yourself a free look the next round. And I don't mind that shot at all. Yeah, some people can sit there and get upset about Max pointing on unnecessary pointing. There is no such thing as unnecessary pointing. Great shot there by Christian Beard. Wins that leg with a 5.67 over a 4.8. Now he's starting to pick his game up, and this is now a 7-5 match.
Alfie said, "Are they having a candlelight dinner behind Mike Scarborough?" I don't know, Alfie. I don't know. I don't exactly know what's going on at Toso's tonight. So,
well, who are they?
Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. I don't even see anybody, but
man, that game right there, you can tell the first start gets pressure on. Mike's, he had to relax after missing that first one. Drops 2 triple 20s, so he's got this leg kicked off and running now, and these guys are starting to throw some sticks, and this is what their averages are higher. They're starting to battle it out. I think Christian is realizing that we're starting to get down the nitty gritty, that he has to start taking these legs, or it's going to be over before he knows it.
Yeah, and we got a 7-5 scoreline now, if my math is correct. So 7-5, Mike Scarborough. Mike Scarborough is in the lead here. Just keeping Christian at bay, keeping him at arm's length right now. As he plows in a nice 5 mark there.
Yeah, and you can see that he swaps numbers. Some people always question, oh, why would you move there? Sometimes you sit there with them big flights, and the way he throws, he'll block a number and leave him, would rather hit the bigger bed, the wide open bed. And so, and where he was at, there was no harm, no foul. Christian does pack in a nice round on them 18s, takes point lead. Expect that to go away, and it does first start. Continues to stay aggressive, shuts down the 18s, smashes a trip 17. Great 8 mark right there by Mike Scarborough. He's continued to run this leg, and Christian's going to have to throw them back-to-back 9s to get into this.
Yeah, that's a great shot from Mike. Really, I mean, we talk about coffin shots. We know the coffin shot is the triple 16, triple 15 bull. But I got to tell you, if there was a coffin shot that was not a triple 16, triple 15 bull, that 8 mark was a coffin shot.
Right. Yeah, that trip 16, trip 15 bull would be the true coffin shot. But if he goes back to back, you might as well call him the grave digger, because he drug it, drilled it, and here it is. Here's your coffin shot. Great shot. Hey. Smashes it in, shooting a 6-5. Man, this is fantastic starts right there. Nice little sling for Mike in the last 3 rounds. I mean, come on. Again, Christian's going to have to start throwing some balls up and do what he did that last leg. Get that start on that 9 mark and start looking forward to that.
Yeah, and we got Mike Scarborough here, up 7-5, 2 bulls away from being, as you would say, in the barn door. Yeah, I mean, what are we looking at for the next leg? I know Christian's going to get the start. You called for 920s. I'm gonna go the opposite way. I'm gonna say he's gonna start on that 20 and then go down to that 19 at some point.
Okay, I like that. Mike Scarborough ends that with a 6-0 and goes up 8-5, right? 8-5, yep. Which tells me that he is now in the barn. So this is Christian's run. He's got to start slinging these together, otherwise this could be over quickly. And before we get started there, I want to say thank you to you guys all streaming or all tuning in, watching us, watching Purple Punch Productions, listening to the commentary. I'm Tim Goodwin. I'm sitting with my counterpart, Mike Redmond. We're here enjoying the show, just watching, enjoying the darts, trying to comment any tidbits we have. I hope you guys are really enjoying it. As Mike Scarborough tries to get in, he gets another start that he's been doing solidly with that 7 mark, a 7 to Pex of 7. Great start by both these gentlemen.
For sure, I agree. And also, guys, don't forget, JC Martinez is going to be on the stream on the PPD, on the feature stream. You can join them guys, I think, starting here in the next couple minutes. They're probably doing a little pregame show now. So after you get done watching us and Mikey play, make sure you jump over and tune into those guys and root for our other Arizona brother.
That's right. Heck yeah, I'm looking forward to a great match between JC and Leonard Gates. I mean, that's a battle that everybody's been wanting to see. They've had a couple fun ones in the past, and so rooting on the Arizona boy. Let's give it a run, see what happens. We wish you the best of luck. Do you think the shirt comes off? Heather says, I don't think so. I don't think there's enough money involved or pressure yet to make Mike take the shirt off on this one. But he is on his way right now, barring anything. He's throwing 7 after 7 after 7 and just throws that 2 mark. This is the opportunity Christian needs to really take advantage and pull this leg straight.
Yeah, I agree on both counts. I don't see the shirt coming off. If he ends up playing Gates and beats Gates, the shirt may come off.
Yeah, you're talking about that. I definitely agree, and it may even come off with against JC because I don't think Scarborough's beaten JC in the Premier League yet. I don't know if I'm not quite positive if they've played against each other just yet. As Mike stays aggressive there, he gets 18s and still not ahead in the points. Expect Christian to take that 19 away, man. He keeps leaving these open numbers on the high ones, and being under pressure, man. Mike's gonna sit there and burn you here.
Yeah, I mean, that strategy that Mikey plays, you can only leave him so many opportunities before it comes back to bite you. And
because he'd be 1 point behind or 2 points behind, doesn't matter to him. He's going to catch it on that next number. If you don't sit there and shut him down and get the next number, you're going to be just right here. He's tied in points. He's now 2 numbers down, has to hit them 15s.
And only able to come away with a 4 mark. So I fully expect Mikey to take a rip at that 15. Maybe even look at the bull before he even goes at points. But it proves me wrong there.
Yeah, I think that's a comfort dart right there. He's wanting to move this along right away. I've got that big number. Christian's on them 15s. There's no reason for me to not shoot these 19s and make him hit way too many 15s because he's got to hit at least 6 just to get the point lead. And he's not putting that pressure on. He hasn't hit a 6 mark since the start of the leg.
Yeah. So, I mean, shutting the 15s down here in bull and Mikey cleans up the match. And there's a double 15.
Maloney double.
It goes down and brings in another 19 points. Put a little bit more pressure on.
Adam Zavada says Christian will get the next leg. Well, we'll see it in the next match. If he doesn't get this leg, it's over. So,
yeah. Yeah. So 3 bulls to clean this. 3 bulls to clean this match up here.
Amanda says the shirt stays on. Well,
and
there it is. Good finish. Great starts, by both gentlemen. I know Christian did not put the show on that he was really hoping to be tonight. He had a few legs where you could just see the talent and the true force that he's got. That some of them high averages, some of them bouts, it looked like he was playing uncomfortable to begin with. He got comfortable for a few legs and then fell back into those bad habits there. I wouldn't say bad habits, but it's just it seemed a little uncomfortable and fell to Mike Scarborough's extremely aggressive strategy. He always keeps you guessing.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure. So our final score was 9-5, right?
That's right, 9-5. Mike Scarborough over Christian Beard. Mike Scarborough will play the winner of the feature match tonight of JC and Leonard Gates. So he'll be watching that closely to see if he can't sit there and play some head games with him next week.
For sure. And before I sign off here, good call, Travis. I just want to point it out. Travis called it 9-5, Mike Scarborough. So good call on that. Again, guys, we appreciate you joining us so very much. Congratulations to Mike Scarborough. Kudos and commiserations to Christian Beard. You played a hell of a match, but just a little bit short tonight. Still got the bottom side to run through, and hope everybody jumps over. To the PPD stream to cheer on our boy JC Martinez as he takes on Leonard Gates.
Yeah, definitely. Thanks again. Thanks for jumping in the chats. Thanks for listening to us if you were. And have a great night. Looking forward to the show here. I'm going to go ahead and jump off and start watching that. We'll see you guys in chat over there.
Yeah, we appreciate you guys. Thank you very much.